Domestic violence and football players. We're going to talk about that when we come back. This is Rob Bell, and this is Rob's Rant. Domestic violence and football players. It's really getting to be ridiculous, for lack of a better word. I watched an interview with Greg Hardy on ESPN this afternoon, and he did an interview with a sportscaster named Adam Schefter. And they basically talked about the domestic violence charge that was placed against him, where he allegedly beat up his girlfriend. He vehemently denied even putting his hands on her when there were proof and pictures of her having bruises all over her body. When the newscaster asked him questions about whether he touched her, he said no, he didn't lay a hand on her. He said he wasn't raised like that. He said he don't know why he's being vilified, because he's not that kind of guy. You know, when we clearly saw throughout last season several incidents where he kind of blew his stack and went off on a few of his teammates. And so if that was any indication of what kind of temper this dude has, then I can almost assure you that he put his hands on his ex-girlfriend. The only thing that really saved him is the fact that she did not come to court and testify against him. Now, I don't know whether he paid her off or whether she was afraid to do so, but in any event, it did not happen. The craziest answer to a question that was asked of him today was, how does he compare himself to another football player who beat his wife up in an elevator, Ray Rice, and knocked her out and walked away from it. And, you know, that was recorded. And at least in that case, there were some charges. There was some consequences for Mr. Rice for that. And when Adam Schefter asked him how did he compare himself to Ray Rice, he said, Ray Rice is a convicted man. I'm not. Are you kidding me? Where has sports gone where they allow this conduct of these multi-million-dollar football players that they hire and are employees of their teams, basically? You mean to tell me just because a guy has a talent athletically that we are willing to forgive his outside exploits with regards to how he conducts himself off the field, even to the degree that he's putting his hands on a defenseless female who I would gather to think that she is nowhere near the size of this dude. This dude is an animal. This dude is huge. And why he thinks he has to put his hands on a female goes beyond my thought pattern. It's ridiculous. But what's even more ridiculous is the fact that NFL teams are, you know, interested in hiring this guy and bringing him on their team just so that he can help them win, just because he has, in their eyes and in their opinion, superior athletic talent. So you put athletic talent over one's personality, and you take the chance of bringing a powder keg to your team at the expense of letting your team win. That's where we are in sports today. We have no, you know, humanistic value of anybody. It's about win, baby, win. And even at the expense of other people getting hurt, even at the expense of, you know, maybe him blowing up at his future teammates, you know, just because, again, he's a guy that could help the team. This is crazy. I was incredulous listening to that interview this afternoon. and listening to this guy just lie after lie after lie and did take no responsibility for what he did at all. Now, either he's a psychopath or he's a con artist or a little bit of both. But in any event, that's a guy I wouldn't even want nowhere near my team. 26 years old. He's out of a job right now. He probably has no marketable skills in any other area besides playing football. And ESPN gives him a platform to come on TV and allegedly plead his case. And everybody is in this game for ratings. And everybody is in this game to win. ESPN did it for ratings. The team who picks him up will do it just because they think he can help them win. Dallas picked him up because they thought he can help them win. And nobody has no morals anymore when it comes to how people treat other people. You're talking about being mad. I'm furious over something like this. We got to get better and stop looking at people for, the value of just winning or getting ratings. It's getting out of hand. This is Rob Bell, and this is Rob's Rant.